Okay, so the other day Megan texted me and she was like, I have an absolutely brilliant idea. What if we each tell each other a book and we have to read it before the year's over, right? I was like, okay, that's great. And she said, I already know what book I'm going to tell you to read. Dreams Lie Beneath. Or, I think that's the name. And I was like, no, not that one. I literally, just hours before, I was going through my Libby holds for audiobooks, canceling all the book holds for books that I don't own. Because I have an overflow at this point. So I was like, no. And it's months wait for that book at my library. And so she was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just tell you a book that you own. And she said, I know what book you own I want you to read, because I gave it to you. Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. Now, I said, okay, I'll read it. This book is Snow White retelling, a little dark. And Megan said I would absolutely love it when she read it. And she's been obsessed with it ever since. And that's all I remember. So I went into this blind, basically, because she told me a lot about it when she read it, but I don't remember it. And I like going into books blind. That's how I like to read them. Oh my goodness. I forgot the most important thing Megan told me about this book is that it has dragons. Dragons. Dragon shifters. People that turn into dragons. How did I not read this book when she told me that? I don't know. So, basically, the main character is the Snow White-like character, and she is like a sorceress, right? And her stepmother was using magic when she was a kid on the king and everyone else to make them do what she wanted. And so she used her magic against her stepmother, and she's been on the run ever since. And her dad's dead now, right? Evil queen ruling. So she's on the run, kind of leading like a rebellion against the evil queen. And she meets the prince, recently crowned king of another kingdom, who's also a dragon shifter. His kingdom is all dragon shifters, okay? Amazing. It was so good. It's like the evil of the evil queen it's there. Like, she's evil, she needs to die. Oh, it's twisted. It is twisted. The romance is slow. It goes from off on the wrong foot to reluctant allies to friends, and then they fall in love, right? That's a great progression of it. The magic is like magic done right. It's phenomenal. And then a lot of the book is her as Snow White basically battling the evil queen with their magics, trying to see who's going to rule the kingdom. The end battle scene, it has dragons and a sorceress fighting the most evil sorceress ever, and it was so good. Every character in this book is brilliant. You love them. They have so much depth and personality, and you just get attached and you root for them. Believe Megan when she tells you to read a book, basically, is like the moral of this story, because this is a favorite book now. I read it in 2 days. The audiobook's 12 hours long, and I read it in 2 days. Read this book. Read Megan's review. It's so good. Reading the books I already own, or reading series that I've started and finishing that series. So part of that is, if I own one book, the entire series counts, whether I own it or not. So, Megan made me read this book, and it's a 4-book series. So immediately, I said, I had 3 hours left of this book, and I went on Libby, and I got the next book, because there's no way I am not just binging every book in this series, because it's so good. So, these are like interconnected standalones. They're all in this beautiful fantasy world, right? And each book takes place in a different kingdom, different characters. The only interconnectedness is that the characters you meet in book 1, they're referenced in each book once or twice. So you know, the only spoilers you're going to get if you read them out of order is what happens with these people after their story ends. So, this one, magic, dragons, loved it. Book 2 is called Wish Granter. And it is about an evil fae guy who is inspired by Rumpelstiltskin, who is basically a criminal drug kingpin that's taken over another kingdom, right? And so the main character of that is the sister of a prince who becomes a king, and her trying to save her brother, the king, from his deal with this fae, and subsequently their kingdom from being destroyed by this evil fae guy. I loved it. It's Megan's least favorite book in the series. It's like one of my favorite. I don't know how you pick a favorite, but I loved it so much. One of my favorite things in books is a normal human outwitting a fae, right? She's not using magic. She's not using sword skills. She's just using her brain. She's just thinking through it. And the way this girl does this, she slowly goes around and she acquires supplies, or she has things made, or she gets books that are hard to find to try and find out the history of this evil guy and how to stop him, what his weakness is. I loved her. She's brilliant. It's one of the best fae books I've read. Getting an update on what happened to these people was fun. The one thing about the series is I wish that it was a little more interconnected and you got to see a little more of the previous characters in each book. That's my one complaint. The other complaint is in every single book, a character gets murdered. That's the most important. So you had the main character, and then you had the most important person to them, right? The person they love the most, killed off every single time. It's you can guess it. So by the time I got to book 3, I didn't care about the person dying because it was obviously going to happen. Those are my only complaints. Wish Granter, if you like fae and tricking them and, oh my gosh, the romance was adorable because it's nothing like this one because the characters are so different. In Wish Granter, it's very sweet. It's a lot more subtle because the guy is very antisocial, quiet, and the girl is totally fine with that. And they're adorable, and it was really great. Wish Granter was really fun. And then I read the 3rd book. I'm currently reading the 3rd book, Traitor Prince. It's a Prince and the Pauper story. The prince gets replaced by an imposter, and he gets locked up in a prison. Then the prison is also a combat coliseum with magic creatures thing. I didn't know if I would like it. I'm halfway through, and I love it. It's really good. That's Megan's favorite book in the series. This is the 3rd one, Traitor Prince. So I'm excited to finish that and then read the 4th one. Yeah. It's a really good series. If you like fairy tale retellings that are a little dark, because I think this one is really dark and twisted. Megan thinks Wish Granter is more dark. I think this one's more dark. What do you think? Obviously, we have different opinions on what's dark and what's not.